The palm tree. The oil palm tree is widely grown in Nigeria and much of West and Central Africa. Aside from its edibility, which enhances the body's immune system, its byproducts are useful for a variety of purposes well beyond what was known in previous centuries. These byproducts also serve as raw materials for the pharmaceutical and transportation industries. The massive production of oil palm trees also enhances greenbelt vegetation, and therefore it is relevant for climate change mitigation. This painting examines the modern economic potential of this plant and its prospects in the global Sustainable Development Project. Data is drawn from the archives and other primary sources, as well as necessary secondary materials that were reconstructed to fit into modern sustainable economic development. The palm tree is never useless in all ramifications, as it serves as source to very many products. From the palm tree, we get these end raw products, namely the palm oil, which is popularly used worldwide for household preparation and also as raw material for various industries for soap making. The palm chaff is a good source for making fire locally for cooking in rural communities. The fronds, which provide shades and use in roof making in some African countries. The kernel, which is and serve as food for many. The palm roots, which serve as ingredients for herb making in Africa. The branches and some of its parts used for weaving farm baskets, mats, etc. Palmwine, which is a local whiskey, very much natural and seldom used even as ceremonies. All the above are good topics for statements, especially as they have recently become things people do for a living and subsequently passed down to their generations. Aside these, very many of them are real-time cultures in some other places in Africa. Palmwine is an alcoholic beverage created from the sap of various species of palm tree. Palmwine is known by various names in different regions and is common in various parts of Asia, Africa, the Caribbean, and even South America. In Nigeria, palmwine tapping is not only done for commercial purpose, it is also done for cultural reasons. In some communities, tapping wine as an activity goes far beyond making some money, but majorly to sustain the cultural heritage passed down memory lane. According to some tradition, a man's ability to climb the palm tree, tap the sweetest palm wine, and get a very large quantity of what is considered as original palm wine is considered the best tapper and becomes the envy of his friend and ladies around. There are several of these men. Usually they are few, as not very many persons knows the secret behind getting a very original palm wine. Palm wine intake and palm wine tapping is a major cultural heritage of the southeastern Nigerians. You could see aged men and sometimes women gather at a point, especially in the village square, taking the alcoholic liquid in the cool of the evening. The relief that seemed to come to the soul generally seemed to the major reason why people in some communities like to take the wine and also to take it in group. You could usually see them chattering in loud voices when they are assembled to take the palm wine. This is really fun to watch. Types of palm trees for making palm wine. Palm tree sources of palm wine differs from place to place. African countries like Mozambique, Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, Democratic Republic of Congo, etc. have most diversified types of palm tree for extracting palm wine. Palm oil tree and raffia palm are the most popular in West Africa. Indigenous people living in or close to swampy areas, example the Urhobos, Ijos, Esikiris of Nigeria, prefer to tap their palm wine from raffia palm, while the Igbos are known to take to tapping their wine from oil palm trees. The Indians and people from some countries of Southeast Asia make palm wine from a rather unique source. The coconut, though, they also extract palm wine from palm prayer, like some African countries. Some other palm tree source of palm wine that are not very popular include jaggery palm, date palm, kitu palm, nipa palm, etc. Palm wine is an integral part of some West African society. The bond between palm wine and the people of Southeast and South Nigeria dates back to pre-colonial times. As coconut is powerful, so is the palm wine. While the local gin product of palm wine is more popular in coastal communities, the Igbo had and still has a direct relationship with crude palm wine. You see its importance as an essential drink in traditional Igbo ceremonies like the Igbo native law and customs, traditional festivals, and other local and traditional gatherings. The Nigerian Oguru and the South African Yubusulu are the same name for what has become the source of traditional artisanal gin called Ogogoro and Akpe-Tishi in Nigeria and Ghana respectively. Nowhere is the economic power of the palm wine is more powerful than in making the African vodka. Palm wine also has some medical application and huge social cultural importance. It is a great source of vitamin B and also directly used in Nigeria rural communities for treating measles in children. I bet you are wondering if this man in the picture won't fall off, or maybe is over comfortable resting the whole of his body on the rope around his waist. Africa is blessed with very many things, and of course, nature's gifts are never found wanting in Africa as well. Thanks for watching, and I'm sure you enjoyed the video. Drop your comments on the comment section, like, subscribe, and share the video with someone who needs to know more about palm wine tapping in Africa.